with Max Allowable Offer because of the 10% rule that I've come up with. Now, the idea here is if I got 100% of ARV and I am multiplying by 70%, what is left over? Say aloud. 30. Are you sure? At that moment, yes. 100% minus 70% is what? 30%. Say aloud. 30%. Be confident on what you're saying. Okay. Be confident. It's 30%. Okay. So what does the 30% represent? %30 represents 20% for profits. Okay. 20% towards profits. And 10% to go towards what? Cost. Okay, cost. That is real estate investing 101. Okay, 20% is represented as a 20% profit margin, and then 10% for cost. Now, if I offer more than what the formula says, what am I going to eat away at? Am I eating away at cost, or am I eating away at profit? Profit, because the cost is normally going to be around 10%. That ain't changing, depending on if you're using a real estate agent or not, or there's a lot of criteria if you're paying cash. There's no private money fees or anything like that. But if I offer more than what the Max Allowable Offer is, then I'm going to eat away at the profit margin. Is that fair? Okay. So deal or no deal. Is this a good deal or bad deal? Now, I started with Mayo so you understand where this is coming from. Okay. Where this is coming from. Everybody have this down? Yes? Yes. Can't hear you. Yes. All right, good stuff. Where's the eraser? All right. So now that you've got that, there are 3 numbers I need to know about a real estate deal. Yes. So I need to know what the purchase price is, what the rehab cost is, and what the after value is. Now, people that are calling borrower app leads are these questions we're asking them. Do you have it under contract? Yeah. Okay. How much is the purchase price? When's the closing date? What's the rehab cost? What do you plan on selling this house for? Yes. And then we determine if it's a deal or no deal. Yeah. So purchase price, rehab, ARV. Now, somebody tell me if I'm buying a house for $100,000 and I'm going to put $20,000 in rehab on this property, I'm going to sell for $200,000. How much profit is in this deal? Becky? What do you mean you don't know?
Just looking at it.
I'm going to buy it for $100,000. I'm going to put 20 into it, and I'm going to sell it for $200,000. How much money am I going to make? 40,000. How much money am I going to make? $80,000. Who says 80? Raise your hands. It's confident, right? Be confident in your numbers. 80,000 is correct. But 80,000 is what we call gross. Okay, gross profit. Is this a good deal? How many would like to cash a check for $80,000? Only for the 4 of you. All right. Apparently, you guys need to take some education, right? Every hand should be raised. Who wants to make $80,000? All right. Now everyone's thinking, okay, but there's costs. There's fees. There's holding costs. There's utilities. So now in real estate, we have to call what's gross profit and net profit. Okay, net profit. So the question I have for you now is, what is the estimated net profit? Now, there's always going to be profit and loss statements that you can go find on the internet. In fact, in the back office, there are some, even in dealio.pro, you can find these profit and loss statements. But do you have time to go through all of the numbers with the client to determine what their profit's going to be? How long does it take to fill out one of those profit and loss statements, figure out the net profit? Probably good 10, 15 minutes, right? We don't have that kind of time when we're talking to somebody, especially for the brokering business. So I came up with a 4-step process. 4-step process to determine what the estimated net profit is very quickly. Okay. Step 1. Add all 3. Now all 3 is your purchase price plus your rehab plus your ARV. What do we get? 320,000. 100 plus 200 is 300 plus 20 is 320,000. Everybody agree? Yes. All right, that's what I like. Yes. Step 2 is take that number and multiply it by 10%. Why 10%? Because that's what cost is. Now, we can do this in separate categories. Number one, when we borrow money or use money, we're going to be paying for cost. And when we sell a property, when there's a real estate agent involved, we're going to be selling the property, and there's usually at least 6% towards real estate commissions plus taxes. You with me? So on a normal transaction, it could hover around 10%. Again, the key word is estimate net profit. Okay. What's 10% of 320,000? 32. How'd you get that? You multiply it by 0.1, or just go ahead and subtract the 0 out, right? We got 32,000. What this 32,000 represents is estimated closing costs and estimated selling costs. I got costs when I buy it. I got costs when I sell. If the cost to sell a house is 10%, it's going to cost me at least $20,000 right now just to sell a house when I use a real estate agent. Is that fair? You tracking? Okay. Step 3. Add all costs. That is your purchase price plus your rehab plus your estimated closing costs and estimated selling costs. I got to buy it, I got to rehab it, and I got to pay my cost. What number do we get? 100 plus 20 is what? 120. 120 plus 32. 152. 152. Okay, you guys all agree? Last step. Take that 152, and this is considered to be the estimated total cost. Okay, subtract 152 to step 4. Subtract your estimated total cost from your ARV, and you are left with, Jody says $48,000. Do you guys agree? Now, how many would like to cash a check after all the dust settles for $48,000? A little more than 4 people, right? Now, the only thing that's not accounted for right now is holding costs. Now, when I say holding costs, what does that mean? Monthly payments, okay? Why can I not add monthly payments right now? Number one, what is the loan amount? Number two, what's the interest rate of that they're being charged? And number 3, how long was the loan for? How many months did they make? Do I know that answer yet? No. But is there enough spread here to determine that even if they make monthly payments, they're still going to make money? So far, we're so good, right? They got a great deal. The only thing we don't know is what's the utility cost? What's the water bill cost each month? What's the electric bill? How many months did they have to pay it for? Is that fair? But is there enough spread here to make a difference? Yeah. There's a comment that we used to say a while ago. I don't know if he still says it, Lease in a Circle. I haven't been on Lease in a Circle for a while, but if I'm doing a fix and flip, and if I don't, correct me if he still says this, but if I don't make at least $20,000 on a flip, it's not worth my time. Does he still say that? Okay. If I don't make at least $20,000 on a deal, it's not worth my time. Okay, that's Lee Arnold saying that. So 20,000 is what we like to use as a threshold for a good deal or no deal. Am I making at least $20,000? Yeah. Should we write the offer? Yeah, and get that thing under contract. Now, with the right contingencies, I'm going to go through all that good stuff, but I wanted to identify, is this a good deal or bad deal? Because my first experience when I wrote that first offer on that HUD house, I was freaking out because I didn't know this. And I felt like I was writing the offer way too high. And all of a sudden, I wasn't going to make a darn thing. But when you really look back at it and reflect from the mentor, is even if you didn't make anything, was the experience worth it? Sometimes you just got to take a shot. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to write an offer. Now, I just sent an email out on Friday of a new loan product for local deals. Did you guys take a look at it? Yeah. Was that pretty exciting? Yeah. That's a lot better than our Platinum Club. So thanks to Heather, thanks to Lee, Jacqueline, and myself for putting that together. That's not only just for you, it's for the local business. We want to get a hold of this local market and be very, very aggressive with it. Okay. I'm excited about it. I don't know, a few of you already came to me and asked about it. How do I get started? But I love that comment. How do I get started? Fear of failure. fear of success. How do I start a business? One of the questions was, do I need to start an entity? Yes, we only lend to entities, right? How do I get started? You just started, obviously website, you can start a business on the Secretary of State. You can go get a legal to do one for you if you'd like. There are many opportunities just to get started. But Mr. Arnold always has an open door, doesn't he? He's mentioned a few times in the past several years that, hey, if you want to come to me and talk to me, get on Donna's calendar, get on the calendar and come meet with me. So if you do have that fear of success, fear of failure, how to write an offer, all of this stuff, is the main man here available to you? Now, show of hands, you don't have to show of hands, but how many have taken an opportunity of that? And a lot more of us should. One thing I like about Serge here, this Serge here, where is he at? I'll let you go. We all consider Serge to be the top guy, right? And we all want to be better than Serge at this moment in time. Is that fair to say? That's the top sales guy. But I'll tell you, his first year, he sucked. He did. Serge was one of the worst sales guys in that first year, and he sucked. But how did he get better? He was always in Lee Arnold's office asking for advice, suggestions, feedback. Hey, Lee, I just got off a phone call here. Part of the reason why Rico's here for us is so he can help be the Lee Arnold that when Lee's not available. Hey, I just got off a weird phone call and I couldn't close this person. Can you kind of help me out? That's the idea. But are we using the tools that are available? So I'm going to go back to the opportunity cost. We're all here to make a better difference for our families. Yes. The main reason most of you are here is because you want to make a better lifestyle and have better leave a legacy for your family, because we can make a lot of money here. Is that fair to say? Yes. But are we taking advantage of the opportunities? Take advantage. There's a lot of people in this office. Enrico, myself, the Arnold, a lot of managers are there. Heather's an investor as well. Right? There's a lot of people that are here that will help. We just got to come, ask. Don't be afraid. Because I'll tell you, when I first started in 2005, I was scared to ask. I was scared to ask. I was afraid to go to the big man's office and sit down there and ask him for something. Why? Because I should have figured it out myself, right? But the mindset is, I think I need to figure it out myself. How many clients are having that same mindset? But they're really coming to us and calling us because they need what? They're asking. And are we taking that advantage? Are we helping them out? Right? That's the idea. So the mindset, ask. If you need help, ask for help. That's the idea. We're all here to make each other better, and not as only as investors, because if you drink the water or walk the walk, talk the talk, that's going to make you a better salesman, a better investor, a better loan officer, better accountant, Jeff. Right? I don't know. But for life experience for me, I was always scared to ask. But that God places the best things on the other side of fear. Get outside of your comfort zone, right? And that's what our clients need to get. They need to be pushed. They need to be told what to do. You guys heard that before? Everyone is the same basis level, looking for that loving, stern parents to tell them what to do and that everything's going to be okay. You're the expert. Be there. Just to test you real quick on this 4 steps. I got a deal. It's in Washington. You guys tracking? It's in Washington. Donna, I'm testing you. You better get this right. Yep. I am buying a house for $200,000. Just to test you here, buying it for $200,000. I'm putting $50,000 into it. And when I'm done, I'm going to sell this thing for $400,000. Donna, what is the estimated net profit on this deal? Now, Donna, you don't have to tell me. Walk me through the steps. What's the first step? And Donna, 400 plus 200 is? 600. Plus 50? 650. 650. All right. So what is 10% of 650? 65. 65,000. All right. What's step 3? And what are the costs? No, not 10%. Cost is 200. I gotta buy it. I gotta rehab it. So 250 plus the cost equals what? 315. I'll help you out. What's the last step, Donna? And what are you left with? See for Lee, and he wants that desire for every one of you. But you gotta ask. Get outside of your comfort zone and write the offer.